Have you ever heard a spooky story that sent chills down your spine? Maybe it was a tale shared around a campfire or whispered in the dark. But what if I told you that some of these stories aren't just fiction? Welcome to 5 terrifying urban legends that turned out to be true. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the world where nightmares become reality. Buckle up because things are about to get creepy. Let's start with our first urban legend, the Kidney Heist. We've all heard this one. A person wakes up in a bathtub full of ice, missing a kidney. It sounds too outlandish to be true, right? Well, in 1989, a man named Ahmet Koch fell victim to this very scenario in Turkey. Koch was lured by the promise of a job, only to wake up missing a kidney. This case shocked the world and brought attention to the illegal organ trade. The fear of organ theft has since become deeply ingrained in our collective psyche. It taps into our primal fears of vulnerability and loss of bodily autonomy. Moving on to our second legend, the Hookman. A classic tale of a couple parked in a lover's lane, hearing scratching noises on their car. They drive away, only to find a hook hanging from their door handle. In 1960, an eerily similar event occurred in Texarkana, Texas. A couple was attacked by a man with a hook for a hand, barely escaping with their lives. The attacker was never caught, fueling the legend for generations. This story plays on our fear of the unknown and the dangers lurking in isolated places. Our third legend is the babysitter and the man upstairs. A babysitter receives threatening phone calls only to discover they're coming from inside the house. In 1950, a 13-year-old babysitter in Columbia, Missouri lived through this nightmare. She received calls asking about the children she was watching, then heard footsteps upstairs. Police arrived to find an intruder hiding in the home. This tale speaks to our fears of invasion of privacy and the vulnerability of being alone. Legend number 4, Resurrection Mary. A ghostly hitchhiker who disappears from cars, a common tale in many cultures. But in Chicago, this legend has a real-life inspiration, Mary Bregovy. Mary died in a car accident in 1934 and was buried in Resurrection Cemetery. Since then, numerous drivers have reported picking up a young woman in white who vanishes near the cemetery. While we can't prove ghost sightings, the story's persistence is remarkable. It reflects our cultural fascination with the afterlife and unfinished business. Our final legend is the clown statue. A babysitter is told to cover up a clown statue, only to learn there shouldn't be one in the house. In 2016, a series of creepy clown sightings across the US brought this legend to life. People reported clowns trying to lure children into woods or standing menacingly on streets. While many were hoaxes, some led to real arrests, blurring the line between fiction and reality. This phenomenon taps into the widespread fear of clowns, known as coulrophobia. These urban legends persist because they resonate with our deepest fears. They often involve vulnerable situations or isolated locations. They play on our anxieties about strangers, the dark, and the unknown. Psychologists suggest these stories serve as modern cautionary tales. They warn us about potential dangers and reinforce social norms. The fact that some have roots in reality only amplifies their impact. So, next time you hear a creepy urban legend, remember, truth can be stranger than fiction. These stories remind us to stay vigilant and aware of our surroundings, but they also show the power of storytelling in shaping our perceptions and fears. What urban legends have you heard that might have a grain of truth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more chilling content. Until next time, sleep tight and maybe check under your bed, just in case.